The Seattle Seahawks hit the road looking to get back in the win column when they take on the 1-9 San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks were disappointed with their loss last week and are looking to right the ship on Sunday.
We jumped right back into the division. It was a hard game. It didn't go the way we wanted it to at all, but we've already turned and we bounced already to get going. 49ers coming off a big win. They played likely their best game of the year and looked good, and they're pretty darn healthy right now. We know that we got to get ready and get right.
A lot has changed for both teams since they last faced off in week 2. Most notably for the 49ers, they have a new quarterback in rookie C.J. Beathard, who will be making just his 5th NFL start. The former Hawkeye is coming off his best game, finishing with a QB rating of 123.4. He's also mobile, scoring 3 rushing touchdowns for the team.
Got to keep him contained. We got to keep him contained. We got to make sure we do a really good job of taking away his first options. He's a young quarterback, and he's moving around well in the pocket for him. And you can see they're moving him around some with their boots and play action and things of that nature. But instead, he's trying to run the system to the best of his ability.
Running back Carlos Hyde continues to be the 49ers' leading rusher and receiver. In the last meeting, he rushed for 124 yards on 15 carries, but the Seahawks' run defense has become very hard to penetrate in recent weeks, holding teams to under 100 yards in 4 of their last 5 games.
To play really good run defense over a really long time, you have to be disciplined and you have to keep maintaining your gap control and relative spacing and all of the principles. And then if your players are good and they can make plays and defeat blocks, then you can be really good at it. But it starts with the discipline of the scheme. We've been committed for a long time to be really consistent there, and it's generally worked out. That's why it's so hard for us to stomach the thought we give up 4 or 5 plays a game that are explosive run plays and whatever. We've just been really committed to it, and for the most part, it's worked out.
It was a defensive battle the last time they faced off, with Seattle coming out on top 12-9. However, Seattle's offense has come to life since then. Russell Wilson has been stellar, leading a passing offense that ranks 3rd in the league.
We've come a long way. We don't look anything like that team that was, in week 2 or whatever it was that we played, and we've come a long way just in terms of our execution, overall execution, working together. And those kind of things we've changed in some ways as well. Obviously we're throwing the ball a little bit more and still trying to get that run game going, and never going to leave it totally, but that's something that we're still working on.
I think we've grown a lot together, just chemistry-wise, just being on the same page as far as timing, as far as being in the right spots at the right time. So I think we're a more developed and a more ready offense going into it.
San Francisco is coming off their bye week. Before that, they won their first game of the season, which has changed the team's mentality and given them a boost of confidence.
I think it takes just a little weight off you. I know anytime you lose 2 in a row, it's the worst feeling in the world. So to go on a 9-game losing streak is as tough of a thing I could imagine in sports that I've been involved in. And I think our guys, it starts to wear on you. But our guys stuck together hard. They kept fighting, and to get that one and to know how hard it was to get one, I think it took a lot of weight off guys' shoulders. I think they enjoyed it, and I think it's made coming back into the building this week after a bye week more fun. I think guys are happier to be here and ready to get to work.
The 1-9 record may put the 49ers at the bottom of the league standings, but with this being a big divisional matchup, the Seahawks know they can't take them lightly, especially going into their house at Levi Stadium.
Definitely not. You never know, especially in our division, who's going to beat who. You can't go by yards leading up to that game. You can't go by stats or anything leading up to that game. You can't even go by injuries. Man, it's just about what team is going to have a better day that day. And, the Seahawks, we prepare to be the better team that day each week. So, our preparation is going to be the same. We never take any opponent lighter than another or heavier than another. So it's a championship opportunity this week to get closer to our ultimate goal.
Well, the Seahawks have fared well against the 49ers in recent years, winning 7 straight games, with their last loss against San Francisco coming back in 2013. The Seahawks are also a perfect 3-0 in the NFC West and looking to keep it that way on Sunday. Well, kickoff is set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Q13 Fox, or of course listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.